Okay, I've been saying we've reached the end of the blood chapter, not just yet, but finally these are the last two slides to cover, and we'll be officially done with that blood chapter. All right, so we left off looking at all of the compatibility rules, the RH factors, the ABO system. We know about spontaneous antibodies that occur in the ABO system, and we know in the RH factor there is no spontaneous antibodies. So there has to be a prior exposure to develop those antibodies. So with that, let me get back over here to this disease we call hemolytic disease of the newborn, or HDN. Again, the old grandpa vocabulary that they used to use was called erythroblastosis fetalis. It's still used sometimes by old doctors, but most new vocabulary that is used is the hemolytic disease of the newborn, HDN. All right, so what is this about? So if a mom happens to be Rh negative, so she's never been exposed to the Rh positive, right? Never had a transfusion. But if she becomes pregnant and because of the genetics, if dad is Rh positive and maybe he passes on that gene to the child. So if the child is Rh positive, basically you have an Rh negative body with a little Rh positive body developing inside. So as far as the immune system goes, this is something foreign, right? Yes, it's the beautiful child, but it's something foreign as far as the immune system is concerned. So the mother may be sensitized to the C, D, or E antigens, to the Rh antigens. And mom will produce antibodies against them. So literally, mom starts to produce antibodies to destroy the blood of the baby, right? So you can kind of see how potential problems can develop there, right? Luckily, this happens towards the end of the pregnancy, right? You can imagine during labor and during blood, you know, the placental barrier, there may be some mixing of blood, some tears, things like that. So luckily for that child, the Rh child, mom developed antibodies, but that child is already born, right? So it's not too problematic for that first child. But if nothing is done, mom retains those Rh antibodies and will attack any future Rh baby from the very, very early part of the pregnancy. So this was very common in the olden days. That's why they did a lot of blood testing to see if parents were compatible. It's still problematic today, but not anywhere near like how it used to be, right? The technology, the knowledge is much greater now to minimize or completely avoid this HDN condition, right? So again, HDN occurs when a sensitized woman becomes pregnant with an Rh positive baby. And to prevent this, again, HDN is prevented through the use of RhoGAM. So RhoGAM is basically like an anti-antibody. So it's going to attack the antibodies that are trying to attack the Rh factor. And it attacks them and it doesn't allow them to develop also in the first place. So basically like an anti-antibody. So again, for child one, first exposure to the Rh factor. So a little bit of cross sort of blending between the blood of the baby, blood of mom, crossing that placental barrier. So mom then develops these little green antibodies against the C, D, or E, the Rh. Again, they start to attack the baby's blood, but the baby's big, right? The baby's already ready to be born, so that baby is born. So not very problematic. Second time around, third, fourth, however many times, then very early on, mom's immune system would attack any future Rh positive baby. What about Rh negative? Would we also expect problems if the baby is Rh negative and mom is Rh negative? Again, no, the correct answer is no, there would be no issue with that. Only if there's a difference in the Rh factor. So again, to avoid this for the future babies, they're given the RhoGAM, the anti-Rh antibodies, and basically doesn't allow that to happen, right? So there's a really cool Khan Academy video that I'm going to upload that will show this in a lot more detail. I like the way he draws and writes all the little details there, but check it out. And again, that will conclude our discussion on blood. So all of this will be uploaded today, tomorrow, what's tomorrow, Thursday. I'll try to, summarize some stuff and give you an update on everything, the Pearson and Labster and all that stuff. Yeah, right? So with that, you'll have a great evening. It's been a good lecture day here. So moved up a lot, finished up the chapter there. So you'll have a great evening, and I'll be seeing you all the next time.